South America is a continent entirely in the Western Hemisphere and mostly in the Southern Hemisphere, with a relatively small portion in the Northern Hemisphere. It can also be described as a southern subcontinent of the Americas. The reference to South America instead of other regions has increased in recent decades due to changing geopolitical dynamics. It is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean and on the north and east by the Atlantic Ocean. North America and the Caribbean Sea lie to the northwest. It includes 12 sovereign states: Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela, one region of France, French Guiana, and dependencies of sovereign state. The major dependency are the Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory. In addition, the ABC Islands of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Ascension Island, and Trinidad and Tobago may also be considered parts of South America. South America has an area of 17,840,000 square kilometers. Brazil is by far the most populous South American country, with more than half of the continent's population, followed by Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela and Peru. In recent decades, Brazil has also generated half of the continent's GDP and has become the first regional power. Most of the population lives near the continent's western or eastern coasts, while the interior and the far south are sparsely populated. The geography of western South America is dominated by the Andes Mountains. In contrast, the eastern part contains both highland regions and vast lowlands where rivers such as the Amazon, Orinoco, and Parana flow. Most of the continent lies in the tropics. The continent's cultural and ethnic outlook has its origin with the interaction of indigenous peoples with European conquerors and immigrants, and, more locally, with African slaves. Given a long history of colonialism, the overwhelming majority of South Americans speak Portuguese or Spanish, and societies and states reflect Western traditions. Relative to Europe, Asia and Africa, 20th century South America has been a peaceful continent with few wars. South America occupies the southern portion of the Americas. The continent is generally delimited on the northwest by the Darien watershed along the Colombia-Panama border, although some may consider the border instead to be the Panama Canal. Geopolitically and geographically, all of Panama, including the segment east of the Panama Canal in the Isthmus, is typically included in North America alone and among the countries of Central America. Almost all of mainland South America sits on the South American plate. South America is home to the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, Angel Falls in Venezuela, the highest single-drop waterfall Cayeter Falls in Guyana, the largest river by volume, the Amazon River, the longest mountain range, the Andes, the driest non-polar place on Earth, the Atacama Desert, the wettest place on Earth, López de Miquí in Colombia, the largest rainforest, the Amazon rainforest, the highest capital city, La Paz, Bolivia, the highest commercially navigable lake in the world, Lake Titicaca, and, excluding research stations in Antarctica, the world's southernmost permanently inhabited community, Puerto Toro, Chile. South America's major mineral resources are gold, silver, copper, iron ore, tin, and petroleum. These resources found in South America have brought high income to its countries, especially in times of war or of rapid economic growth by industrialized countries elsewhere. However, the concentration in producing one major export commodity often has hindered the development of diversified economies. The fluctuation in the price of commodities in the international markets has led historically to major highs and lows in the economies of South American states, often causing extreme political instability. This is leading to efforts to diversify production to drive away from staying as economies dedicated to one major export. South America is one of the most biodiverse continents on Earth. South America is home to many unique species of animals including the llama, anaconda, piranha, jaguar, vicuña, and tapir. The Amazon rainforests possess high biodiversity, containing a major proportion of Earth's species. Brazil is the largest country in South America. encompassing around half of the continent's land area in population. The remaining countries and territories are divided among 4 subregions: the Andean states, Caribbean South America, the Guianas, and the Southern Cone. Physiographically, South America also includes some of the nearby islands, the Dutch ABC Islands and the archipelago of San Andres. Providencia and Santa Catalina are politically parts of South American countries but physiographically parts of North America. Other islands associated with South America are the Galapagos Islands. In the Atlantic Ocean, Brazil administers Fernando de Noronha. Tri.